for it, but we got to catch up with S Club.
Ain't no party like an S Club party.
Gonna show you how. Well, we're going to play it for you now, actually. We obviously had to go down a little bit of memory lane. It was beautiful, but we had to let John and Joe sort of get acquainted with each other first, you know, give them a chance. Here's what it sounded like.
It's a good job we're not okay. Hi, everyone.
Oh,
Hi, everyone.
Beautiful face.
Morning, John.
Good morning, my darling. You're right.
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Yeah. You two all caught up now.
We are, yeah. Sorry, guys.
No, crack on. It's all about the family, isn't it? Listen, 20 years. 20 years is the first time recording music.
Oh my gosh, do you know what? As well, you've hooked up with the writers that you worked with like 20 years ago as well. How does it feel to kind of like recreate that?
Do you know what? I think working with everybody, especially like with the same team that we worked with 20 odd years ago, has just made the whole experience like so special, I think, for all of us. And I don't think anyone quite gets us like Simon Ellis does musically. So, you know, there could never have really been anybody else to sort of like step in and do the job, really.
It is such a nostalgic moment. And like, I think, you know, especially in the UK, we love a bit of nostalgia, don't we? You know, we do all the reunions, we do the back twos and all this sort of thing. How's it been for you, though, on the other side of it, making this film and looking back, you know, as a tribute with this new song to Paul? How's it been looking back? Has it been a joyful experience? 'Cause I've heard you talk about lots of fun stories. How about you, John?
Yeah, it's been a very it's been a process. The whole thing has been a process, and yeah, we're extremely proud of what we've done. Like you say, like in this country, we love nostalgia, and we love like a throwback, and we love a reunion. But for us, I don't know. I think because you never kind of see yourself like that. When you announce that you're going to do it, there's always that voice in the back of your head going, "Yeah, but is anyone really going to care? Like, is it going to be like a big thing?" And I'm always just completely blown away and completely amazed at the support and the love that is still there for these stupid little kids who run around being idiots. And it just amazes me, and it's such a wonderful feeling. I can't thank you guys enough. It's beautiful. It really is.
Do you know what is a wonderful feeling, John and Joe? The fact that I listened to you, and so many people in the LGBTQ plus community listened to you growing up. I've genuinely got goosebumps. You have given us so much joy and so much life throughout our, you know, childhood and then growing up and stuff. Like we'll never forget. We always have our favourite songs. We always have our go-to.
Don't stop moving.
But
Sorry, I'm getting excited now.
But speaking of like going back in time, if you were to go back to the noughties and bring something with you, what kind of like thing would you bring? I'd bring Tamagotchis, and also some of the fashion was all right. What about you, Joe? Let's start with you, Joe. What would you bring back from the noughties?
Oh, I would bring back Woolworths and SMT Live.
Oh my God, yes.
SMTV Live and CD UK. They were the days then, weren't they?
Kids don't know they're born these days, do they? Honestly, they don't know the stuff that we had back then. So much better. I don't know, old people always say that, but it's true.
They just don't know. And I'm going to surprise you here, Joe, because guess where my first Saturday job was?
Woolworths.
Yeah! No joke. Yeah.
Did you used to dip into the pick and mix?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just a Saturday girl on the till, just, you know, making a difference.
They used to have a little magazine catalogue, didn't they, back in the day?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember. Anyways,
we did, yeah.
It's gone now. Them's are the days.
I had no idea that you used to work there. I used to love the pick and mix.
Ah, very good. Yes, I mean, you know, it was formative years. You know, there you go. That's made me who I am, I suppose. Listen, more from S Club a little bit later on in the show.
Hear from Joe and John from S Club talking about all kinds of things, what they're getting up to, the revival of their old track, which is a lovely tribute as well to Paul. And right now, you're going to...
For touring, definitely.
Hey, don't tell that to some of the Gen Zs. They're trying to bring back cassette tapes and whatnot nowadays.
Asked these folks, like, what would you miss from, like, gigging and stuff back in the day? And this is what they came up with.
Say one thing I'm not going to miss, which is probably not really the question, but when we used to go touring and travelling, literally half of my case would be full up with CDs and books, and it's such a lovely thing now that we don't have to do that. You can everything's on your phone now, isn't it? So that makes a huge difference when trying to pack a case for touring, definitely.
Hey, don't tell that to some of the Gen Zs. They're trying to bring back cassette tapes and whatnot nowadays.
Oh, they'll regret it. They'll
We
regret
don't, yeah, I know it all seems cool until you like you're carrying around a load of vinyl and CD wallets to your gigs when you're DJing. Let me tell you something.
Trying to re-spool a cassette with a pencil.
Or like burning CDs and then to write them on, and then the ink smudges, and then you get it all over. Oh, nightmare! It wasn't
the trauma.
Wasn't all it was cracked up to be. Listen. A lot of people are saying, obviously, it's great to have you back. We do want to shout a bit of love to Hannah, because obviously she's not ready to come back and do with you folks just yet. But are we saying never? What do you think? What do you think might happen?
We've always said, even in all the interviews we've done, we've just said at this particular moment in time, the tour isn't going to happen with Hannah, but we've got loads of stuff happening in 2024 that she can obviously be a part of if she's ready, and if everything fits in next year, then she can obviously be part of it next year.
What about you, Joe? Do you miss her as well?
Yeah, of course, because S Club 7 is S Club 7. But things change and times change, and some things are right for people and some things are not so right for people. And the door's always open for Hannah, So you never know. Let's see what 2024 brings.
That's good enough for me, Joe. Whether they thought about if they wanted to do a collaboration with another group or artist, and this is what John from S Club came back with. Check it out.
I actually had the idea of a Steps and S Club combined tour, like the ultimate mega pop tour.
Steps Club!
Which I would love.
Steps Club!
Steps and S Club combined tour, because we're both around the same time, so they did their 25th, we've just done it. So maybe for like our 30th, we could do like a combined
Steps Club!
mega pop tour.
My arms, so many goosebumps. You have no idea just what you've opened a new universe.
Put the idea out there.
The can has been opened.
Oh, please leave it open.
I just think for like a 30th anniversary would be amazing.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Joe, can you top Steps Club?
Oh, what was the name?
So, like, who would you love to collaborate with, or who would you like to tour with?
John's done me a bit there.
He's really set the bar there, haven't you, John?
Yeah, I don't know if I can beat that one. I think it's got to be a 1-0 to Mr. Lee.
Oh wow!
I think you should do something with Atomic Kitten or
do you know
Sugar
who else I
Babes.
would love? No, Bewitched. We love Bewitched. We're massive Bewitched fans. Bewitched would be.
The girls, they're great too. Do you know what? I think there's so many nostalgic, fantastic bands from the 90s.
Yeah. I say, but what about bring it up to the date? Joel Corey, he'll work with anybody, I heard. He's done a collab with...
Wait, enough.
He's done a collab with everybody, Joel. Oh, you've got Nathan Duck. Calvin Harris, look what he's doing. You could do a nice trans pumper with Calvin Harris.
Calvin Harris. We should do a big club.
Let's go, Calvin.
Can you imagine Don't Stop Moving the re-up to a trance beat, 140 BPM? Let's go for it. You might need to dance a little bit faster though, Joe. Are you up for the moves? 140 BPM.
I don't know. We've got to take the back into consideration at this point.
Oh,
I don't know. You've got the rave moves.
I've got. Give me some glow sticks. I'll be fine.
Give me some Tiger Balm and I'll meet you there.
Joe, we'll get you the glow sticks. We'll get you the Tiger Balm. We'll get you the deep heat packs. It's all good. As long as you can.
Deep heat. I'm good. I'll be there.
Now, listen, talking about nostalgia, you must have so many beautiful memories of tripping round and not. Obviously, the gays and nays loved you, and we've loved you for a lot of years now. Did you ever perform in some, you must have performed in, Heaven or something like that before?
Yeah, we did.
GAY.
Yeah.
GAY
was our last, wasn't it our last our last live performance, GAY?
That was the very last time we ever performed together, yeah.
So what's the wildest moment that you've had from an LGBTQ or a gay venue?
When I was sick on stage, that actual performance. We've been up for something like 24 hours. We've been working, it's probably illegal now, but back then we were working for 24 hours. We did the gig at night, and when I used to do the front flips and Don't Stop Moving, I got to the front and I just had to run to the back of the stage, vomited everywhere, and then carried on as a pro.
God.
He always carries on. He's a true pro, that one.
Did you have a couple of Jaeger bombs though, John? Come on now, be honest with us, love. Be honest.
A couple, maybe. Just a few, just a little one.
Oh, bless you, darling.
And then the truth comes out. Nothing to do with exhaustion. drunk.
Listen, I think we've got to do a little spin now, haven't we?
Oh, please. Could you introduce yourself on Gaydio Breakfast and this track? Because we need to play it. It's so good.
Oh,
Go for it, Joe.
okay,
You got
so
it, go.
this is our brand new single. This is S Club with These Are the Days.